We do have a zombie in there,
Oh,
don't we?
I'm not doing a zombie. That's just how my throat is today.
So happy Halloween,
Halloween.
for all you guys. Like, it's the greatest time in the year.
Unquestionably.
Like, fuck Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Christmas is just stressful.
Yes, it is. Halloween is just straight up fun. It's
The best
nonstop.
holiday.
Man, I have to disagree. I will take cash money in my stocking over candy any day. Sorry.
Okay, fair point. Maybe we should.
Stands can fight me.
So tonight we got a special one.
Oh, yeah.
This one
Spooky
is
one.
amazing. Like, so not only is it amazingly hilarious, but it's also been billed as perhaps the goriest film ever made ever.
Oh, yeah.
Certainly the goriest I've seen.
I am
it's one
glad
of.
that I just have a throat thing tonight and not any sort of nausea because you've warned me.
Yes, on multiple occasions, this is a very gross
that this
movie.
is going to be very gross
And it's
out.
not
very
just
gory.
blood either.
No,
Yes.
it's not. It's great,
That's
you
the
guys.
best. But I didn't want a repeat of what happened on the way up from Yellow Springs when I was hungover.
Oh, I remember the. Okay,
And you showed me.
No. Tell us the story because this is a really great story.
Was it St. Patrick's?
No,
Like, or the week after?
I think so. It probably.
No, that was the reverse. St. Patrick's, I went up to another thing after partying with you
Yeah.
and threw up in my grandma's car, but that's a different story. No, I was out the night before drinking. Like, I went on a pub crawl, and then I went up to Yellow Springs with you guys on Sunday, and we were watching a movie in the car ride, and we were just watching What We Do in the Shadows, which isn't that gross, but there's the scene where he pukes blood everywhere.
Like just projectile.
And you guys took me to Waffle House, so this is your fault.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a bad move.
That was a bad move. So that just happened, and I was like, oh no. I rolled down the car window and started puking outside the car window. And then they just heard me weakly go, my glasses, no.
Oh no!
And we were going down the freeway at like 70 miles an hour.
Fuck.
So it took them like 20 seconds to realize and stop the car.
Oh no!
We were just wandering
We
down,
wa-
like what?
we
Is it
must have-
I-75?
We must have walked like 2 miles.
Jesus.
We found hide nor hair of your glasses, and I felt awful.
Oh man, they were $30, so
Yeah.
don't feel too bad.
Still,
And your
it's just
girlfriend
like
had the same prescription as me.
it.
So.
Yeah, that was weird, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, so I just wore sunglasses all weekend, like some mysterious Matrix person.
You know, I was
Just
thinking
sitting in the frozen yogurt shop, ominous.
I was thinking the femme fatale widower from noir films.
Ooh.
Yeah, see.
It's
you
like, yeah,
would-
what's your mysterious backstory? I threw up on the high.
Yeah, you're missing the fur coat though. You gotta have a big fluffy.
Well, it was summer
fur
at the
Yeah,
time.
it was like June and we were hiking. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, dude, it was the summer, so that wouldn't have worked. But yeah, no. So anyway, this is actually your first viewing of the movie ever, right?
Yeah, I'm raw dogging this.
Oh,
okay,
wow.
cool.
Yeah.
That's gonna
Mike
be
and
fun.
Mike was actually the one who actually introduced it to me way back in the day because
Yeah.
he had said, you know, you said before when I first watched it, it was the goriest movie ever made. It totally delivered. But I want to know, what was your first experience, Mike?
To be honest, I honestly don't remember where I first heard about this. I was thinking about it all week. Like, when did I first hear about this movie? I want to say it was probably from some internet reviewer at some point. It might have been Cinemassacre, if anyone is familiar with
And
that.
I take it, of course, this was after you'd already seen Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I saw Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings way back when it came out when I was in elementary school.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, seeing, hearing about this super gory horror movie and then hearing that Peter Jackson directed it was quite a started
yeah.
and I started
weird.
proselytizing it to like everyone.
Oh, honestly.
Because of course.
Well, yeah, because it's like the thing, like, because it's sort of like finding out that William Wyler was doing, you know, shitty porn movies back
Right.
in the day, you know. And for those of you back home who don't know William Wyler is, he's the guy who made Ben-Hur back in the day. Because, yeah, you know, just this massive achievement that just sweeps the Oscars.
Yep.
But you start out in these gory, gross out horror movies.
Yeah.
Now, here's another question. Have you seen Bad Taste, Mike?
I have not yet seen Bad Taste.
I have. It's kind of like this, only with obviously a much smaller budget.
Right.
Like, this is clearly, okay, so Bad Taste was my impression where Peter Jackson wanted to make a gross out horror movie all his life. And he made it for, I think he made it for like $25,000.
Jeez.
Yeah, super cheap. And after that, he actually got a budget for this movie. I believe it was like $5 million or something like that.
This movie clearly has a budget.
Yes, it does. And more on the budget later on because it's amazing. But that Bad Taste was his kind of like way in. This is when he actually got a budget. And then I think Meet the Feebles is... I forget which one came first.
I want to say Bad Taste was like...
Oh, Bad Taste was definitely
yeah.
first.
Oh,
that was like his foot in the
I
door.
want to say that Meet the Feebles came before Dead Alive.
Possibly. I would not be shocked if it did.
But
yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like, this is what Peter Jackson wound up was really famous for back in like the 90s. And you can just only imagine like all the like the look of horror on the Tolkien fans, like of the books, being like, they got this guy.
I know, right? It's like when Michael Keaton was cast as Batman.
Oh
in
my
89.
God! That was when the internet broke before there was an internet.
Right. This rom-com actor's gonna be Batman.
They had that same reaction with Mark Ruffalo in the
Yep.
Avengers.
And-
Just
and
like the
Heath
guy
Ledger.
from 13 going on 30. Really?
Yeah.
And Heath
Yeah.
Ledger.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think Brokeback Mountain would have been before it, so people were probably still thinking the gay cowboy.
But I'll be damned, like, you know, Peter Jackson delivered big time with Lord of the Rings, and oh my God, does he deliver on this one. And as a matter of fact, I do remember reading, this movie is so gory that Eli Roth, the director and creator of like all those torture porn movies like Hostel, he said this is probably the only movie that has actually been able to quench his bloodlust. It's awesome. So you folks at home, I really hope you have a copy. We have the there's several copies out there floating around actually. We have the unrated United States cut.
The unrated US cut is actually fairly easy and common to get a hold of. That's how I
Yes.
first got it. I think I got it off the internet for like $10. So
Yeah, so
it's really not hard to get a hold of.
no. I don't know if it's on streaming or not.
I don't think so.
But either way, if you haven't seen this movie, please do yourself a favor. Watch it. Thank us later. Watch it with a barf bag just to be safe if you're squeamish.
One more thing about the
I have
DVD.
a medical grade barf bag in my trunk.
One more thing though
From
that
the
I find
incident.
really amusing, the DVD, the actual that packaging for the DVD of Dead Alive is actually pretty engaging, but the actual DVD itself is literally plain white with the text Dead Alive and freaking Courier New across the top. And I'm just like, wow.
That's bold.
All right now.
But yeah, folks, if you haven't seen it, do yourself a favor. Watch this and then come back, watch it with us, and it's going to be fantastic. If you have seen it, you have a copy, get your film ready because we are about to start the movie in 3, 2, 1, click.
Yeah, if they don't have a copy, they should know we don't do content warnings.
Yeah.
This is for people who've already seen films.
Yep. So again, this is I believe this is like one of the New Zealand production companies that gave him a bit of a.
So hard not to start quoting this movie already.
Oh really? Yeah.
It's like
New Zealand
50
Film
different
Commission.
quotes are running through my head right now because this movie's super quotable.
Yes, it is. Oh yes, Skull Island reference.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys don't know, Peter Jackson is, because he made King Kong, he actually was like one of the world's foremost experts on the movie and its making and all that stuff. So he's the reason why he put that in there.
I got the bad feeling.
He put that reference in there specifically for that.
Is
By the way,
is this in continuity with his King Kong movie?
no, he has a reference to these the animals that are in that crate in his version of King Kong. So you could argue yes. But another thing is, do you recognize this location?
No.
This is where they filmed Paths of the Dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't think of. Oh,
It's the rocky terrain.
Huh. That's really cool.
Yeah, I know, right? New Zealand is just like a great backlot for stuff.
Oh, it really
I
is.
love the the tribesmen. This is definitely like his audition tape to direct King Kong. Because actually, were you surprised how much of King Kong took place on Skull Island?
Yeah, it was
'Cause-
like a good 2/3 to half the movie.
yeah, and that was
There's
a 3-hour
whole,
film.
like gag music group that has the song "Get to the Fucking Monkey."
I love the fact that
half of King Kong is like
hands
2
these-
hours long.
Yeah, it really is. And I think it's because of this little bit here is because it was focused so much on Skull Island because Peter Jackson was clearly interested in that portion of the film and not so much the New York portion,
Oh yeah.
which is ironic because that's the portion that I was interested in.
That's the portion that everybody was interested in.
Somebody grabs
Not
it.
that it was badly made, but we were waiting
Yeah.
for the fucking monkey.
Yes, exactly.
Get to the fucking monkey.
At least when they did get to the like the New York section of the movie, it did not disappoint for me because I went to see that in the theater and it was really good.
Other films that could get to the fucking monkey. We board the Titanic. It sinks. The end.
They're
playing cricket.
Sink. Bloop.
Look up that song. It's hilarious.
That was very, very Kiwi. They were playing cricket.
Oh, wonderful.
So is it just me or are you getting some Raiders of the Lost Ark
Yeah.
kind of vibes with this?
Basically the same scene.
Only a lot more horrifying and whimsical.
And a lot faster too.
And more visceral too, because he's really using like all these crazy zoom lenses and like the handheld. It's nuts.
And the colors are just
Oh, yeah,
kind
the
of flat
colors
out
are
how they are.
really
Yeah, the
washed
muted
so
out.
it
colors.
feels real.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
One of my favorite lines early in the movie is coming up. It's the best inflection.
You love how he kicks the lens. It's great. No.
Just kicking white people, doing God's work.
Oh, my
yeah.
God. Finally, it's actually kind of amazing. Okay, we are what? We are just shy of 4 minutes in, and we got our first taste of gore.
Oh wow.
And then they pointlessly chop off his other arm.
You're gonna chop off the head.
Boom. Best title transition.
Oh, I love it.
Oh yes.
It is. It's so like old school like grindhouse.
It kind of is in a weird way.
Well, I mean, this is old school grindhouse,
Yeah.
really.
Although I
mean,
do know
this
that,
was 80s, not 70s.
yeah,
think,
this
but-
was another movie that definitely inspired Shaun of the Dead.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
unquestionably.
It's mostly because of just how over the top and crazy the gore really is.
Oh yeah.
Although you know what's really funny about that? I forget which rating system it was. It might have been the Australian or the UK, but I forget who it was specifically, but they found the gore so funny and whimsical. They actually was considering giving it like a 15 rating.
Oh
which
wow.
Is like the equivalent of like a PG-13 rating
Honestly, I'd
for-
buy it.
for like I think it was either broadcast
because of
or
the
disappear.
context of the gore, because
Yes.
it's not
Be-
really scary. It's
Because
gross.
it's silly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they found it so silly they were actually considering that.
I mean, aside from some of the more sexually charged jokes, I would consider this perfectly acceptable for someone of even 10 years old. Personally.
I mean, depending on your 10-year-old.
Depending
Yeah,
on your
true.
10-year-old.
I once babysat a 10-year-old who wanted me to play Batman and ended up hitting me with a crowbar.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Because I was the
Oh,
bad
Richard
guy.
Taylor.
Yeah.
Richard Taylor is one of the special effects artists who worked on Lord of the Rings. A lot of early Lord of the Rings alumni appear in this movie.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
just as production credits or whatnot, but they actually have little acting bit parts. Like I think his chief visual effects supervisor on both Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. He plays one of the guys that gets mauled in the graveyard. If you remember that scene, Mike.
Vaguely. I was just
Yeah, I'm
thinking about this movie.
I'm
no.
like 90% sure that he has like a bit part.
they never transferred the
Fran
creature to
Walsh.
another cage. They're just still using the flimsy-
Bamboo.
Yeah, they're
Bamboo
still just
cage.
using that, aren't they?
Safe packaging. What?
I love the the 50s style kind of truck.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's because I love the there he is.
Yep.
If you don't believe it, there's the man himself. But I love the contrast of like, you know, really homey like semi-Americana Norman Rockwell kind of imagery in movies, and then you just completely offset it by crazy ass gore like that.
Oh yeah.
It's good shit.
You almost have to though.
Yeah, it because otherwise then it just like plays even further up, you know.
Oh yeah.
This guy's so creepy.
I mean, she's clearly though
She's
like
clearly into
broadcasting. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're just gonna do a tarot reading because, of course.
Oh, just
Because every old woman knows how to read tarot cards.
yeah. Also, it's a horror movie, so
Yeah.
we gotta have like our ominous like weird shit to go with.
Man.
Also, a lot of foreshadowing packed into this scene. Good job on the writing there.
Yes, very true.
Hey, look, it's Mario.
It kind of is, isn't it? Mario after he lost all his coins.
Yeah. Mario after the Super Mario Brothers movie.
No. Hey, let's be honest. Like, at least Bob Hoskins had a. Actually, no, he didn't really have that much of a career after
Not really.
after that. Like, it never really did recover. He was in Son of the Mask, for God's
I know,
sake.
right?
After that.
Me, I don't know.
money. Who cares about love?
Romance. What about money? Exactly. Thank you, Mario. Get that coin.
Bling.
Bling.
Oh,
It's Star
Yeah.
Platinum.
Star Platinum. All will be revealed. I really can't wait to see
Yeah.
how you react to all this, Hannah. It's great.
Oh man, he's
Very-
the best. I love him
Yes.
so much.
Yes, he is. You know who this whole setup kind of reminds me of?
Hmm?
A much more devilish and more New Zealand version of my Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Oh. With
Like
a
it's-
little dash of Little Shop of Horrors kind of vibe going through it too.
A little bit, yeah. Like, well, I'm just thinking, you know, the very traditional father, the mother who's always kind of like doing readings and you know, weird stuff from the old country.
Oh yeah.
And of course the daughter that they're just trying to marry off because they're just tired of having her around.
Oh.
You
it's
gotta get-
black knight licorice, and there was a knight thing in the tarot cards.
Yep.
Wait.
Oh.
Duh.
Dun, dun, dun. You are my soulmate.
And he's
Come
like,
back to me, my love. Oh my god, she's like legitimately pursuing him. This is poor man. Bad touch.
but I don't know.
Oh.
Oh my god. Okay, so his okay, Timothy Balm
He's
is
so afraid of her.
Timothy Balm is the guy's name. He plays Lionel, Lionel Cosgrove.
He is
who's-
adorable.
He's
he's a
adorable,
baby.
but I just remembered what great physical comedy this guy has.
Absolutely.
Like just there, you could totally see like bits of Chaplin and Keaton.
Oh, yeah.
With the way he moves, I'm pretty sure even that the way he entered on that trolley card is a direct
Very
reference.
Keaton.
Yeah,
Very
had to
Keaton.
be. With the giant cooking knife.
Yes, mommy dearest.
Basically.
She really is mommy dearest. She is only she actually no. She makes
Like
Joan.
a Mrs. Bates type thing or something.
She makes Joan Crawford likable by comparison. Because his mom is a biatch.
Still brandishing the fucking
I
knife.
know, and she uses it as a goddamn letter opener. Like, dude, how over the top do you have to be?
I opened a tea packet with my giant ass vegetable knife today, though, too. Because my paring knife was dirty because I was using it to sharpen pencils. I got conned into Cutco. I'm gonna use the hell out of them while I can.
Jeez.
Oh, yes, it does.
She's such an
also,
asshole.
great shot.
Oh, this. I love that.
It's a great shot.
That is so cool. I really... Oh, man, watching this... Because it's been a while since I've actually watched this. Oh, jeez. I love the actual, like, in-your-face filmmaking, quite literally speaking. I actually just want to, like, go back and try to dissect the really analog ways that he set up those shots, you know? Because they honestly don't look that hard. They just require a little bit of
the lawnmower
ingenuity.
shot, they must have dug a hole.
Oh, yeah. But it's
Yeah.
things like that I really love kind of dissecting because I love that kind of ingenuity when it comes to...
And I know there's something
low-budget
coming
filmmaking.
with the lawnmower.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
That's
that
the
shot was
one-
massive foreshadowing.
That's the one scene that you have actually seen. Isn't that correct?
Yes, because Mike made that Halloween.
Right, I included
mashup.
it in the Halloween video.
Oh, yes,
Put
please.
a link to that. Is that on YouTube?
It is technically on YouTube, but it's blocked in all countries.
Oh, that sucks.
A ton of copyright infringement.
Well, why don't you, while these two are kind of wooing, why don't you tell us a little bit about that, Mike?
So yeah, Tim approached me for a Halloween party to put together a music playlist with some video backing. So wound up putting together 3 hours of horror movie footage and horror themey music, all kind of vaguely thematically cohering. For when we get to the scene, I'll mention the song that I used for the lawnmower scene.
It turned
that we'll
out
get
really
to.
great.
It
Like,
was
It's
awesome.
great to just have on like the TV at the party to be
Yeah.
your playlist and have something going on for people
I
to sit
do
down and
plan
watch.
on making another edition, but I've been busy this year with
yeah, this
my
Halloween's been kind of
short
crazy.
story, which is done, by the way. The
Oh,
short story
yay.
that I mentioned from the
The
American Werewolf
werewolf one. Yeah, do you know if there are any countries it's not blocked in?
film. There are no countries it's not blocked in.
That sucks.
So
It
you
is
all
blocked
got
in all
NordVPN
countries.
for nothing.
Maybe try Vimeo. Maybe they'll be a
Yeah,
little
maybe
bit-
they might be a little more friendly with
They might be
copyright
more
infringement.
forgiving.
I mean, technically, strictly speaking, the only thing I'm infringing on is the songs. The video clip footage should be fair use
Yeah.
Right.
because the
But you use
usage
full
of the songs,
so-
yeah, the usage of the songs
Oh, the
transforms them
camel.
enough.
That camel shot, how it's just so gross.
I know, it's all in
so
your
much
face.
stuff is like very Terry Gilliam.
Oh,
Like, it's
yeah.
wide angle lens
know,
and right
it would
into
be
your
really
It
face.
reminds
interesting
you that it's comedy.
to
Yeah.
see a
Yeah.
Gilliam remake of this.
Oh, dude,
would be
Terry Gilliam
weird.
remaking this.
It would not be anywhere near as gory, but it would be weird.
It would be a lot weirder. I love his hairdo in that. On this.
Oh, yeah.
So
Fucking
great.
Glenn Howard in face if I ever saw one.
Yeah, he's
Can
got
we-
some hang-ups with water. Gets very Freudian.
Yeah. Of course, it all will be revealed.
Yeah. There's
But,
a lot of I forget how much foreshadowing's in this movie.
Yeah, well, I think
a
it's
lot.
just because I think Peter Jackson and his team were just like, well, shit, we actually have a budget now. Let's actually not waste this.
Yeah.
Which is kind of sad because this movie totally bombed. But either way, like because of his success with Lord of the Rings, and just what a cult movie it is, it's pretty much more or less gained back what it got and made
Oh,
a
yeah.
profit. So he really does owe his success to Lord of the Rings because of this.
You know, there is one scene I'm super glad I didn't wind up using the Halloween video because I'm super excited for you to see it.
Oh, yay. Oh no, not more monkeys.
Yes.
But the bite.
These are normal monkeys.
These are the normal monkeys. I mean, listen to the music is... Oh, they're so cute.
Oh.
Well,
They're so cute.
I expect tonal dissonance to happen in a film like this.
Yes,
It'll
that's
happen.
true.
Yeah.
It'll happen. It'll get
Keys. Yes. Perfect timing. Dude.
How much you want to bet Peter Jackson himself threw that apple off screen?
I'm positive that he did. I wonder if he has like a thing with Sam Raimi. Oh yeah, dude.
What the fuck was that?
Simeon Radicus.
Rat monkey.
The fucking dude, the
And a
stop
motion.
I know, right?
I love it. They just had to make it so sickly.
Oh, is it gonna rip off?
Of course.
Yes.
Pull,
Why
yes.
would you put the cages so close to each other? This is on the zookeeper.
This is on the Zookeepers. Oh, I love
Ah.
it. So good. Also, in case you're too distracted by our commentary, the Sumatran rat monkey did literally punch the other monkey in the face. Before it got
There's a lot of punching in this movie. And it's, case in point.
It's just classic.
Third one this week. Hey.
At least it's not a tourist this time. This is just like Harambe. All over again.
Okay. This has to. I'm wondering.
Content warning for Monkey Roast.
Did Fear and Loathing Las Vegas come out before this? Because
Oh,
that
I
guy
don't know.
feels like a parody of him, doesn't he?
Totally does. You're right.
The cigarette, the bug eye, the weird
The
hat,
glasses.
and the close angles and the wide angle lens. Like that feels so. This feels Terry Gilliam, man.
This is
This is
very
great.
Gilliam.
I love it.
Very Terry.
Very scary, Terry.
Very scary Terry. Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh god, his mom is such a bitch. She deserves it. Otter! Oh my gosh.
I love her sunglasses, by the way.
They are fabulous.
That's all the rat monkey wants. Give him your glasses. They're dope.
Oh god.
Oh.
Oh, with the heel.
Oh, I hope its eyes pop out.
Oh
Yes.
god.
Yes!
Yes. Just the reaction. He taking pictures.
The guy with the camera is me.
Oh, you poor thing. No one's too good for my boy. Oh, she's so manipulative.
Oh.
I hate her.
She's horrid. Of course, you're supposed to despise her
Yeah.
already.
Well, of course, and I really love the.
See, I love her because I know she's gonna die.
Right.
So I'm just gonna watch
Oh,
her.
and
be
does
savage.
she die?
Oh my god,
Oh.
it does not disappoint, like ever. We got. Wait, what was the thing that the guy said in the beginning? I forgot what the word was.
He has the. Oh,
oh.
Ziggy played guitar.
Ziggy Stardust.
Yeah.
Ziggy Stardust. Ziggy Stardust.
And that's
Chop
what
her
the
hand
star
off.
card meant. It was talking about David Bowie the whole time.
That makes perfect sense, actually.
See, all that's coming to mind is Zaitama, but that's just a hybridization of that and the One Punch Man.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's too Japanese.
Oh, I love that house.
It's a gorgeous house.
Yeah, I know they like went literally all over Wellington to find the perfect house.
Shut up, bitch.
Yeah, I can see this being also really influenced by Hitchcock, at least
Yeah.
in terms of its characters
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
whatnot. Because you're right, she is like a bit of Mrs. Bates going on.
And he
with this.
totally gives off an Anthony Perkins,
A
Norman
little-
Bates vibe.
yeah. If Anthony Perkins was, if Anthony Perkins and Charlie Chaplin had a baby,
Yeah.
you would get
Hey,
this
look!
guy.
Horror movie monster poster in the
Oh
background.
yes.
Yay!
Beast from 20,000 Fathoms.
I want to. Yeah, you know what? I'm pretty sure that's literally from Peter Jackson's personal collection.
Probably.
It had to have been because he was such a big into movies as a kid.
Is this Romeo and Juliet now?
Little bit, kind of, sort of, maybe, but in reverse now. I do like the role reversal though.
Oh yeah.
Just don't let Mom hear. And you know what's really sad? This guy's like, this guy's like our age. He's like in his like late 20s.
Oh man.
Because granted, I'm pretty sure that this was supposed to be written for teenagers, like these two.
Yeah, I could
roles,
see that.
But they were like, you know what? To be
It just
fair,
makes her more overwhelming if you find that she's pressured her like 32-year-old son into staying with her and giving up a relationship.
yeah,
Than having a mom be overprotective of a
In fact-
teenager just kind of makes sense.
yeah. It's even. You're right.
It
It's
makes her more psycho if he's 30.
a
And I
lot
think
more.
that element is that feels like a very deliberate part of this movie. This movie has massively Freudian undertones.
Oh,
Yeah, it does.
So, like, and especially once we get to a bit of a twist revealed near the end about the drowning of his father,
Yeah.
it gets pretty Freudian.
Oh yeah. I also love her sweater that matches the rose.
No.
Yeah, it's sweet.
Cute.
The romance is really sweet.
It really is. I love these two.
And
They're
it's fun
adorable.
to in a horror where everything's gross and everyone dies, have just like one or two characters that you really do hope survive.
Yeah,
You can be sociopathic to everybody else, but if you're sold on a couple,
they're so sweet.
I want them to be okay.
Of course, saying this without even really having been on much of a date
Yeah.
would be a little bit of a...
Yeah,
A little
but
bit.
she read it in a tarot card reading, okay?
And speaking of tarot cards, you just.
Oh, no.
Oh,
The infection. It is spreading.
Ugh.
monkey bite.
Oh dear. Oppression. These
Failure.
cards. They're not
Tipo.
looking good.
Defeat.
Actually, I really do love how the sounds contrast, like the
Oh,
sex
yeah.
moans to
Yeah.
the pain moans back and forth.
And there's going to be another cut here that's very
Oh,
Hitchcock.
yeah.
Oh!
Oh!
Gross!
Yummy. Yep, this is really gooey.
And
Dr. Pimple Popper,
oh.
eat your heart out.
Oh. No, you ain't seen nothing yet. Pimple popping? that
that was probably the tamest gross out shot in the whole movie.
Oh god, changing the bandage out because it's not gonna look good.
Oh no.
And they're going to show it.
You know, like.
Big old close up too.
Oh, look at the pimple. Speaking of which, the pimple.
Oh, it's pulsating.
But you know what's the other thing? Like, it's
Oh.
not just the.
Oh.
Oh god!
Oh.
It's throbbing and.
No. Oh, shut up.
Right.
You're
Okay,
gonna
so that's
fucking die, Mom.
the other thing I noticed about this movie, and it also goes the same for bad taste.
Yeah.
It's not so much the gore that really makes it feel icky and gross.
Yeah.
It's the sound, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The sound effects are just like, ooh, they had a little bit too much fun with their casserole recordings. I'm gonna go through with this if I have to.
Oh!
No.
Who cares this much about the women's league? She's suddenly.
It's freaking super close.
Oh my god,
fucking
is it
glue
super
it?
glue? Oh no! What is this, repo? What the fuck?
It gets so much crazier.
You know who she also reminds me of?
Who's
Have
that?
you seen Throw Mama from the Train?
No.
Oh, okay. It's about
Do tell.
a writing teacher and a boy who like lives with his mom who makes him do everything. And I think the writing teacher's writing like a murder story, and so they he has an abusive ex-wife, and this guy's got an abusive mom, and so this is like Danny DeVito and Billy Crystal agree to go on a train ride and like kill the other person's like evil woman in their life, so that they both have an alibi. And so it's just trying to kill Danny DeVito's mom
That sounds
for
fun.
like 2 hilarious hours.
That's great.
Yeah.
I gotta at least hand it
love
to the actress. Like, she really is delivering on those vocals.
I love the guy, the Matherson husband. What we need is another wall.
Ugh. I also love her bad mascara.
Yeah.
No. My son does my makeup challenge.
You can't
You
have
have
any
to put it
pudding
in, you don't
but
eat.
eat your meat.
Oh, you beat me
Oh,
to it.
custard.
Oh, this is... Yep.
Oh, custard.
no.
Already the custard is being framed to be gross,
Yeah.
but it just gets worse.
Oh, no!
Just do them back in it.
And
Oh! Who eats with their eyes closed, man? Oh.
Oh, yes. And-
No. Oh
God.
Don't eat. You're gonna notice.
The pearl.
Oh.
God. Nope.
Oh.
Just nope right out.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
See, I think this showcases Peter Jackson's sense of macabre sense of humor.
Oh, I
At
did.
its
I did not
finest.
like that. I did not like that.
God.
Oh, she's just falling apart.
She's literally melting. Uh-oh. Is Timmy in the well?
No, she read the tarot card.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you see the dog go up the stairs?
Yeah. Oh no, is mom upstairs?
I'm not gonna say anything.
Oh god, what's gonna happen to the dog?
Oh, shit.
Although one of my favorite lines is coming up again.
No.
Oh, God. Oh, the suspense.
Oh, what's happened to the dog?
No, what? What? Oh, God!
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ,
Oh, that
spit
is
it
a
out.
lovely prop, though.
Right?
Another great line. Come on. And Lionel's response.
Oh, my God!
Oh, God. Oh.
Smush her head.
Squish her head!
Smush her.
Snap her neck!
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Muns, control yourself! I'm perfectly fine. That's
I
fine.
need help.
The nurse with the red cape. God, it's so good. Alright, let's take a look, see.
It's just not much to say after a scene.
I
like
know,
that.
it's kind of, it really does leave a person speechless. Oh.
Oh no.
She's,
Oh
she,
no.
Is she?
No, she's gonna pop up and eat the nurse.
I mean, yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
I mean,
She gone.
that's gonna happen off screen. You're gonna hear crunch, and then you're gonna see her face.
Do you really think they would do that off screen?
Oh, that's true. Come on, man.
They
This
cut
is
to it after, but just for the surprise. You'd hear the crunch, and then it'd be like that
The
reveal.
only reason they did the dog off screen is because it's an animal.
yeah. Because with people, you can get away with that a little bit more. Because actors are easy to like actual actors are easier to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh,
Oh. Pull her face off.
ah!
Oh! Oh my god.
This is very Shaun of the Dead right here.
Oh,
The
yeah.
music.
The music playing.
Yes, I love it.
But I was right that you heard the crunch off screen before
That
you
is
saw
true.
the reveal. Because sound can be just as gross, man.
Right.
Yes.
He just responds.
He's such a pure baby. I
Oh,
love
man.
him. He must be protect from his mother.
And here you see the entire scale of baby to feral bastard in one scene.
Also, the radio gag here is absolutely very Edgar
Just
Wright, very
fucking
Shaun.
shut
Yeah.
up, yeah.
That feels very much Edgar Wright. Like,
Sorry, mother, that was your favorite teapot.
Heard only caring about the women's league while dying.
what the
Very
no, the fact is, like, the radio.
hot fuzz, keeping up appearances type stuff.
Oh shit!
I love
Shit.
the cicada noises that they put in.
Yes. But I thought that was really great because that does. You're right. It does remind me of Shaun of the Dead, where
Yeah.
it's like, panic on the streets of London.
Yeah.
And this is one of the zombie movies where zombies go after each other then.
Yep,
That's rare.
that is
Yeah.
rare.
Yeah.
Because this has their own set of like zombie rules.
Oh, yeah.
Because and as you can clearly see from that shot there, even if you get them right in the brain, they still keep coming.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta completely destroy the body.
I
though.
don't know if this was before or after Return of the Living Dead.
It
but-
was.
Okay, so
The-
this codified that for Return of the Living Dead?
Yes, Return of the Living Dead was 1985, I believe. This was
Alright.
like
I wanna say
1992. I'm pretty sure. Yes, it was 92. So I'm pretty sure they were looking at Return of the Living Dead and like, let's make them like that. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that movie had.
Although
huge
this
influence on
movie
this.
goes a lot further with that concept.
far further. Because instead of like making it like a 80s titty movie,
Yeah.
this one just kind of like, you know what? Let's just be really gross and really crazy with this.
Oh, like that.
He's just trying to compose himself.
He's so cute.
There's nothing in the basement. It's all fine. She's just so confused.
Yeah, that's a very Edgar Wright kind of gag.
Yes,
Be on your
I
way,
love
young
that.
lad.
It's so refreshing to see, that kind of comedy interact with the characters and their
Mhm.
situations.
Oh, yeah.
And he's just like, "What the hell am I gonna do with these two bodies in my basement? I gotta tell someone, anyone."
The vet.
The vet has got to be the best character. Well, they're all the best
He's one of
character.
He's a great side
There's always
character.
a vet in the zombie apocalypse. The regular doctors never survive.
Well, he's visiting the vet to see the monkeys.
Keep a very close eye on this this vet character.
And of course he's German.
He's German.
Yeah.
He's concerned about his immigration papers. This is all
Post-
building up to a subtle background
Yeah,
joke.
ex-Nazi scientist.
Yeah, he's an
Dr.
ex-Nazi
Freeman type
scientist.
thing,
Of
obviously.
course. It seems like I guess
All the vampires we've agreed are ex-Nazi.
yes. Oh, I love that kind of framing. That's great.
His
That's
little
great.
devil horn.
But no, like it's interesting. This is like this is of course like not the first instance of a New Zealand filmmaker being totally having a weird obsession.
Right there! It's literally right there.
I took
You
on
said
to
subtle background building. Fuck off.
But it's not. But of course, it's not the first New Zealand filmmaker to have like a weird obsession with Nazis in a funny way.
Did Fleta New
No,
Zealand?
Taika
or-
Waititi.
Yep.
Yeah, Taika Waititi.
Just
did
recently came out with Jojo Rabbit.
Oh, I can't wait to see that. That's gonna
Oh,
be great.
excellent.
The hockey pass.
that. I think that comes out the 30th, right?
Yeah, we're gonna have to go see that
Yeah.
because I'm a huge fan of Taika Waititi. So's my girlfriend, and yeah, he just like anything he does.
Yeah, he's
is just
brilliant.
amazing.
I gotta go support non-franchise films in theaters too.
Yeah, I need to go.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna be going to check out Scorsese's The Irishman.
Oh,
It's a limited theatrical run. but that's coming out pretty soon.
Oh,
But
Lionel.
I
anyway,
want to support something not based off a comic book, like
Yes.
very badly.
yeah.
Oh,
in the eye!
Oh, that head
Oh,
never
it
fully comes
flops
off.
back and then flops back.
Mom!
I love this.
The
This is
stunt
great.
work is so good
This is
too.
amazing.
This is one
Get
of
the
the
syringe, get it.
greatest movies ever made.
Oh, in the nose.
Oh my god.
There is one other element that this movie almost captures, but not quite there. The smell.
Oh yeah, it gets
yeah.
close. It
It's
gets
close, but it's. I do remember in the times that I've seen this movie, it doesn't quite evoke the smells.
Was that a miniature shot?
Yeah, that's absolutely like a toy
That
train
had to
station.
be, because I know Peter Jackson had a huge fascination with miniatures.
Yeah.
Like, as
There
a
aren't
kid,
too many opportunities in this movie for miniature shots.
no, but he said, "Well, I have a budget, and I'm
Yeah.
going to use them anyway."
Yeah.
Because I know, like, that was his main hobby growing up as like a little kid, especially with like the Star Wars miniatures that he
Yeah.
would build, and that of course carried over to that, and of course Lord of the Rings.
People who like model trains are always surprisingly cool.
Yeah,
Like, you think that model train people would be like lame,
and
but
sad.
like Rod
No, they're really
Stewart
cool.
collects model trains.
I think that stereotype is
Like-
with Reverend Lovejoy from The Simpsons.
Oh yeah,
Like just kind of a sad face.
yeah. No, but every time I've met somebody who likes them, they're like really rad, and I'm like, what?
Right?
Like, you never expect.
It's a really cool prop.
It is. Love the interaction between the two. Their crazed bug eyes.
She got out.
Oh shit. Just fine. Then what's she doing down the street? Oh god. Shield him from your mother. Oh god. The close sign on her.
Of course, he's gonna keep that on him.
I feel like I gotta read the signs in the background and stuff.
Right? But I do love how the close sign landed perfectly over her neck.
Yes.
Like that feels again kind of like the World's End with
Oh,
the
yeah,
out of
with
order.
the out of order sign.
That actually would have been a
Out
better sign for her to have on over her neck is out of order.
Yeah.
of order.
That would have been even funnier, I
Oh.
think.
Another one of the best characters is about to be introduced.
Oh yes.
Any sort of, I would have put like a fresh meat
There he is.
sale or a deli sign in the
Yes, that
background.
would have been funny as hell. Oh, they missed their opportunity though. That's okay. Oh, I don't think you should. Not in this
Oh,
case.
she's gonna be alive in the car. He was probably trying to check if she was dead, or if she was moving or something. Because he probably is catching on to the fact. That
Okay,
these
all the
things don't
side
die
characters. I
easily.
just remembered this guy. All the side characters are just wonderful.
The way they
Oh
introduce
my
him.
god.
Oh my god, I love
He
that
looks like
introduction.
Ricky from Trailer Park Boys came into like $1 million somehow.
He actually, he
looks like
it's the checkered suit, but
Yeah.
and the bad tie. It feels like Rodney Dangerfield's New Zealand cousin.
Oh yeah. Who sells used cars or something.
Yes,
and-
just something really like sleazy. Also love the veil.
Oh, I know.
Gorgeous.
Yes. Ugh. So bad.
Delivery is perfect. Delivery.
Fuck the family. I've got a funeral to run.
Yep.
I'm not getting paid on the hour. Oh, I forget what we have here. Oh yes,
Yep.
the embalming process, which
Ooh,
is
oh my gosh.
this.
They show it.
Okay, now this. Now, Mike, I haven't seen Reanimator,
Yeah.
I've
But
seen Reanimator.
Does this feel like Reanimator?
Yes,
I
because
honestly-
it's got the green light. And stuff.
Honestly, I haven't seen Reanimator.
Oh, you
either.
haven't? Okay, I haven't. I've
I've-
only seen bits and pieces.
I've read the incredibly racist short story.
Oh, jeez. But look at that prop.
Oh, I love the old
Oh my
blowout.
God.
Hey, Peter Jackson.
Oh, that's Peter Jackson.
Yep. In his one little mini cameo, and he doesn't look like him.
No,
We're
doesn't.
missing. Look, he took a sandwich off of him, and he's eating it now.
Oh my gosh, that is such a trope, like the mortician or the coroner eating. during-
Yes. Wait, I love this. But yeah,
Sound
it's so
effect.
weird seeing Peter Jackson like without his long mangy hair or his beard. It's weird. You never expect that's actually him, but it totally is.
Oh, I just remembered.
What's what, oh, it's just this, oh, I remember what's coming up. Yeah. Oh God. Oh God.
The buildup is so perfect.
No. Oh God.
Oh, it's coming.
God, no.
The buildup.
No. The green pus. Ew. And this guy's just loving it. Oh, that looks such a bad thing. Oh, God. That's so nasty, guys.
Oh man.
But
See,
yeah.
that's why cremation is the green option.
Oh, amen, dude.
Yes.
See, I
don't know,
We'll
that-
have zombie apocalypses.
That pus looked pretty green.
I see what you did. But yeah, no, I totally want my ashes. Like, I totally want to have like a warrior's funeral sort of thing, just cremated on top of a funeral pyre. That'd
Of course,
be
you
great.
gotta have a subplot about the relative wanting to steal the fortune.
Oh
yeah,
yes, of
always.
course. Because you just
Also, I take that back. Cremation isn't always safe in the zombie apocalypse, as we learned from Return of the Living
that
Dead.
is very true, actually. Very true.
Oh, wait, hang
Otherwise,
on.
it'll
zombie
just.
virus gets in the air, gets to the
Is
water
it this scene or is it a little bit
They have
later
to bomb
on?
Kentucky, which
Oh, it
Yep.
is
is
totally
no
this
real
scene.
laws, but
Yeah.
eh.
It
it's
is this scene. Oh, this scene.
the
I mean, all
She
the
will
scenes in
live
this.
forever.
I mean, all the
So
scenes are
great.
this scene's kind of scenes, but this is especially good. This scene.
Yeah. Would you put? Okay, so Mike, you've seen a lot of horror movies. I
Yeah.
think we can safely call
Fair-
you
fair
the
view.
horror movie guy of this group here. So would you actually put this graveyard scene in like one of your top 10 graveyard scene in horror movies?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Or
If
top
only
5?
for the just the quotable lines and the priest. You'll see the priest.
Oh, what a bunch of dicks.
I know, right?
Your mom's dead, so I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you and I'm gonna piss on her grave.
Which leads to a really good line.
That's very true. Oh God. I also love the lighting too. God.
That guy needs to
Oh!
hydrate. Yes.
Yes.
Eat his dick. Eat the dick.
Yes. He just gets gooified. I love this reveal.
Oh yes.
Oh, I love it. Oh, those sounds. I love them. This is such a great Halloween movie.
And here he is.
Mind you, he's got a very John Cleese delivery to him.
He does.
Yeah.
He really does.
That wasn't even his best line.
I know.
He's just, I only got the one syringe. What to do?
And it only paralyzes them, right?
Yeah, for only for a few hours.
Yes!
Yes!
Back off! I have the power of God and anime on my side.
Basically, yes.
He's going like John Wick on those eyes.
Yeah!
I kick ass for the Lord.
I've heard that somewhere.
It is one of the
Oh,
best
please
lines.
tell me he lives for just a little while
Oh,
longer.
I think he survives the movie, actually.
Yes.
I could
Go!
be wrong.
I don't care if he dies at the very end, but I want to see a lot of this content.
Roundhouse.
Yes. House for the Lord.
So, next time...
Oh my
Oh,
God!
I love him.
He's using his arm as a bludgeon. Okay, they missed a one. Oh, damn.
Yes.
Gotta wonder what he was before he was a priest.
Jesus Christ!
I don't know.
Hit him with his own arm and stop hitting yourself. Like that's the obvious thing to do.
I got a great D&D
Oh
character
my
Oh
idea.
my gosh!
All right, we'll call it a draw. It's just a flesh wound. It's just a flesh wound. No!
Oh, no! Right! No!
No! He's
No!
been
I
bit.
forgot.
Oh,
No!
Take him out!
But he goes out fighting, so...
Good. I want to see him in a lot more scenes.
Oh!
Oh no.
I know, poor guy.
No.
I forgot about that.
Oh.
Because it has been about, like, 3 years since I've seen this movie.
Yeah, I didn't want him to die until the end. I
I
liked
know.
him.
Damn.
Good death, though.
Fingered by the Lord.
Yeah, although to be fair, like if he's gonna like show off his great anime powers, it's only fitting that he goes out like an anime character.
I know, right?
I love
You know,
this.
there's got to have been a better way to deliver the tranquilizer, but this scene's too good.
Oh, I know, right?
Puts it in like cat food and like feeds it to them.
Hey, you are, Mom.
And they just have this awful. He's keeping them all. It's great. Oh. Oh.
Oh. You said they were originally gonna have a scene like that in American Werewolf in London with the toast.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
God.
Lloyd.
Well, you know,
God, no.
that's how you feel.
Ah, it's so nasty. They're
He
like
looks so sad.
they're like children. It's great.
Oh,
no, 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 not zombie sex. Oh Jesus.
I love zombies interacting with each other.
Right?
Like,
Oh, they're gonna get freaky.
like if you're giving into your id entirely, zombies would try to fuck other zombies or kill other zombies. And this is the only thing I've seen that happen in besides, I think I mentioned another comic to you. I don't remember if I mentioned it on the stream. You have it, because I lent it to you.
Yeah.
I'm a Hero,
Yes.
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 where the zombies are like kind of semi-sentient, and they do weird shit in that.
Yes, they
Yes.
do. Oh, I love this angle.
What-
Just like
You know
It's
something's gonna
so
happen to another
uncomfortable.
dick.
He's got a urinary tract infection, he mentioned.
Oh.
So.
but it's so funny the angle though.
Yeah, it is great.
Like the just like the crazy wide angle.
This movie also just bleeds New Zealand energy.
Oh yeah.
It really does.
Ugh.
Ugh. So bad. Like also,
Can't
did you
wait
notice
for
he
you to
didn't close the
die.
door while he was doing that?
Oh, gross.
No washing his hand or anything.
And
And
he's
it's getting your germs all over
caressing the balcony. Yeah.
with with your
Yuck.
piss hands.
With a urinary tract infection.
Ew.
Ugh.
He is a nasty
You know,
character.
there's more urethras out in the world than your own, bitch. God.
Although, truth be told, that's still not the most gross thing that he does in this movie. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, but he's not a zombie. He doesn't get an excuse.
True, but it still gets crazy. Oh shit! No,
No.
no!
It's the
zombies-
pipes.
it's
It's the
the-
pipes.
Zombie sex! Zombie sex! Oh no! Oh my god!
What? Why do you want to watch porn with me, Uncle Les?
Go away!
Yes.
Fuck off!
No, it's not.
What the hell?
Just let your nephew jack off alone.
Ugh.
Fuck off. It's your Ricky Herring car dealership jacket out of the house.
And of course, because this movie doesn't want to not show it.
Oh god, no. Stop.
Oh,
Oh god. Oh no.
well, I asked for head, but that's not what I meant.
Oh, I really hope that wasn't tongue too.
Probably was.
Most likely.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
So, have you guys seen the remake of Dawn of the Dead by Zack Snyder?
No.
Oh no.
I actually have. It's not that bad, believe it or not. Like, you would think it would be like a really bad idea, but no, he actually made an interesting take on George A. Romero's movie. I love that.
Yeah, if it's good and if it's in theaters, I always think that watching it like live makes movies better, and with a horror movie,
Yeah.
yeah. If it's not worse.
So good at hiding that, Lionel.
Yeah. But there is actually in the movie, again, it's played a lot more seriously, like a lot more by comparison, because this one's so silly. But there is a zombie baby in that one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like his like one of it, like they bring in a couple. One of them's pregnant. She gets bit, and just as she turns, she gives birth, like right around the same time, and she gives birth to an undead baby that they have to murder.
Ugh.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like messed up.
Yeah.
But it's like cool. Like when it's played for like, you know, real serious horror, it's actually not bad.
Oh yeah.
So, I know a lot of people don't care for Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead, but I really like it a lot.
Didn't James Gunn work on the script for that?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Paquita's fine. Like she's good. And besides, she deserves better than you.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Go
all
And
the
then
family.
He notices.
The whole family's gathered in.
I mean, you can't really blame him for keeping them since he hasn't figured out a way to kill.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean. Oh no, the radio's dead.
Oh! Oh no.
Because
zombie baby hands.
we have a zombie baby.
The zombie
I want
baby.
to see it.
The zombie
You'll
baby.
get to see plenty of the zombie baby.
The zombie baby
Ah!
is probably one of my favorite things about this movie.
His little feet.
Like, it's so bad.
Oh.
The puppetry, like,
Oh,
the way
so
they
good.
bring this baby to life is amazing.
Oh, he's eating a little rat.
Yeah. Hey, dude, it's baby Gollum.
Aw.
It kind of is, isn't
Kinda
it?
is, yeah.
Yeah.
Aw, the happy mother.
And the
And
happy
happy father.
father.
Wait, he's not the dad, is he?
Why do you think the baby
They
came
fucked.
from? They fucked.
They
Yeah,
fucked.
the
And
babies don't gestate in 2 minutes. I just
Well, this is a
assumed
zombie baby.
I just assumed she was pregnant at the beginning and I didn't see it.
no.
No.
Okay, this scene.
This is the scene I was talking about earlier
Oh
that I
my
was super
gosh.
excited that I didn't put in the.
Okay, by the way, just so you
There
know.
is a is it whose was the one who does the cartoons in Monty Python?
Gilliam?
Shit. Wow, I'm forgetting.
It's not Terry Gilliam, is
It's
it?
not?
No,
I thought it was-
yes, it is. Yes,
Yes,
it
it
is.
is.
thought it was
Okay,
Gilliam.
yes. There is one where the guy's pushing the little pram, and then people lean in and goes, "Oh, what a cute baby!" And the pram
Yes.
eats them.
Whoop. I feel like that is kind of
Yeah.
bad. But I love his acting here.
Yeah. It takes his cues.
Like, it's so bad and cry. I love it.
There's no reason for him to take this baby out. He just
Oh no!
does
See,
it.
no, the whole reason why this scene exists in the first place is because they just this was the last thing that they shot for the movie. They literally finished the movie, and they found out they had like $45,000 left in their budget. So they literally just spent the next 2 days and blew it all on this sequence,
Barbed wire.
just because they could and because it's so fucking funny.
It's such a hilarious
This feels
concept.
like it should be an extra credit sequence.
No, it totally is. Like, they were just like, it's not in the original script. Let's just go ape shit with the last of our money. And it
runaway
turns
pram.
out that when it was all done, this is still Peter Jackson's favorite part of the whole movie.
No.
They got the suit and the baby.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, like the physical comedy is amazing. And the bad suit and everything with the with perspective. I love
no,
it.
he's gonna eat the little girl.
He's punching a baby. He's punching the baby. What the hell? He's just beating the shit out of the baby.
Oh no.
God. Oh my god, it's so bad. I love this.
It's so tasteless.
Oh, I love it.
He's
That's
still
the whole point of
punching
this
it.
movie. Is how
He's-
tasteless it is.
He's hyperactive. He's still punching the baby. I love this. Oh my god. I'm so glad that they just said, fuck it, let's just spend the rest of our money on a stupid ass bullshit scene that goes batshit nuts with the comedy. I love it.
Paquita doesn't care about football.
No.
It's
Football's
probably rugby,
boring.
but whatever.
Whatever.
She wants to have more
some
exciting
British sport.
She wants to have more exciting things go on with her life and her man.
Well, this
And-
is certainly exciting.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Also,
look,
when you're talking to somebody from the UK or New Zealand or any of these other Commonwealth countries, you can't win no matter what you say. If you call it football, they'll correct you. If you call it soccer, they'll correct you.
yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, you try to fit in and be like, oh yeah, football. And they're like, are you talking about your football? And I'm like, no, I'm taking context clues and adapting, but okay.
Talking about like actual like kicking the ball around, you
With
know?
your feet. Yeah. But there's no way to win.
Nope.
At
Oh,
least with soccer, they understand.
Yes. He just throws
If
it
you're
down
American,
the
you just
stairs.
fucking say it.
God, I fucking love it. I also love how they consistently light his uncle with like the Dutch lighting.
Yeah.
The spooky Dutch lighting. I know, right? He's such a sleaze. I hate him. What?
Wait, Sergeant Bauer. Is this in the 24 universe?
I don't know. Is it?
I don't see why not.
Blood. I love that line. Blood is thicker than water. They're just rolling around.
Oh, he's
And they
tied
even
the
got
baby
tied
up
up the
too.
baby. No, why?
So
Running
it's just
out of
pla-
trains.
it's just gonna keep on giving him tranquilizer until the end of time.
Yes.
Gotta have the right
Oh
gag.
no, no!
Now I've got to talk to the Nazi again. Which is fine because you should be kind to everyone, even if you don't agree.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
Oh no, the dinner party.
He threw a party.
Yep. Oh
These
no!
people want a
This is
feast.
the
They'll
last.
get a feast.
They will get a feast. Only the plot twist. It's not. They're not gonna be the ones eating food. Actually, I'm more concerned about the kinky shit that you're into. What was it? The maid and the
The donkey? Do you
like-
want to come watch it with me?
Fuck that!
Let
like,
me see.
Shut the hell up, dude. Okay, actually, okay, literally just for a second there, I thought that guy with the camera was Taika Waititi.
Oh.
He has the same bug eyes.
Yeah.
If they ever made a remake
Poor
of that,
Lionel.
Taika
I
would
love
have
how
to be
they're just
involved.
like grabbing at him.
Yeah.
That, again, really good foreshadowing with just like
Yeah.
hands grabbing at him.
And especially since everyone who sees this movie, even if it's the first time, knows what's going to happen.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a zombie movie. You can put 2 and 2 together.
And it's still like, even as like he's just kind of standing there, there's still constantly hands grabbing for him.
Oh, yeah.
I love that little touch.
And the person going up behind him? Tasty. Okay, now they're starting to lay it on a bit thick.
Yeah.
God, they lay it on so much thicker.
He still hasn't stopped.
Oh my god, dude, you're so boring.
It's still the
So
same
boring.
game. And I bet he played it 10 years ago
Yep.
in like high school or something.
Like it's those, Diane Nguyen's brothers from BoJack Horseman. Like, gotta watch the game. Gotta, watch, the game. Like, it's from 1985. You know who wins. Aw, gee.
The only fictional character who's allowed to watch the game is Philip J. Fry's mom.
Yeah,
She's allowed to watch all the football she wants.
yeah, that's true.
Everyone else can go fuck themselves.
Man, the booze just comes out of nowhere in this
It
movie.
does.
If it wasn't for like the hellish zombies that are most definitely going to be unleashed, I wouldn't mind being here.
Oh, I would, because it feels like every guy there is ready to
Okay,
grill
yeah,
rape
no,
you.
good point.
That is a fair point.
Very good point.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Ah!
Oh,
It was a
they
hairpiece.
kicked off the toupee. Oh.
Of course, attacking
Also,
your
dude, that
nationality.
your sense of jackets is just like horrible. It's like as
Oh,
gross as this movie's been so
no.
far.
Gotta love the lighting in the
Oh,
basement
right?
now.
And the cobwebs and everything.
Completely unmotivated, but it is gorgeous.
You're right. It's because honestly, this is just Peter Jackson having a shitload of fun.
Oh yeah.
I love the backlighting too. Get off! Oh my god, it's so scary. I love
Slap.
it.
Oh
The
my
baby. No. Get her, Lionel. No.
Oh. Lifts him up.
He just ties him down like that. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Where's the hand?
Yep.
Well, Nano is right. The cards were right. So, Mike, you mentioned like this is definitely influenced by Return of the Living Dead.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Would it have been fun? Do you think this movie would have been funnier if these zombies could talk?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, it's. Fun.
I think the physical comedy is enough
Right.
as is.
I think it, really kind of out of left field, but it's like the Lego games. Like
Yeah.
the Lego Star Wars, once they started making them talk, they got like 10 times less funny.
Yeah, yeah.
Because sometimes the limit of not talking helps
Right.
comedy. I think a lot of comedy movies rely too heavy on their script.
Yep.
Yeah.
The poison. Also, I really love the '50s vibe.
Yeah.
I feel, if it wasn't for the fact that Beetlejuice. Oh no, wait, Beetlejuice did come out before this.
Really?
Yes,
Huh.
it was 1988. So you know what? I bet Beetlejuice had a little bit of a play with like because on that episode, the last episode,
Right.
actually, I mentioned that a lot of the town and the house exteriors felt very much of Grant Wood's paintings.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
Norman Rockwell, that kind of American Gothic sort of look to it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I feel like a lot of that whimsical Tim Burton-iness kind of sort of seeped its way over into here with like the 50s vibe and the bad dress and whatnot.
I know you loved your mother, but that's not your mother anymore.
No, it's not. Look at her. Even Gollum would be like, Christ, kill him.
Also, great that they have the guy moving in the background.
Oh, I know, right?
Oh, yeah.
You didn't have to do that. They could have just had a dummy there, but no.
No,
They got
no,
the
we gotta keep-
actual actor there.
That's just it just shows how good Peter Jackson really is. Like, he really just takes advantage of the entire frame. Euthanize the baby. Kill the
I
baby.
mean, it really was only conceived 3 days ago, so I guess this is fine.
And it technically was never alive, so
Yeah, it's a stillbirth. Let's call it that.
if only it would stay still.
Cha.
I guess this is all behind us now.
Yep. This is totally how the movie resolves. Punch him in the face.
No. You're just such a dick.
He is such a dick.
Yeah! Oh, fight! Fight!
Oh no, not back down in the basement.
No, not again. No, he's locked him in. No, oh, God. Someone call the cops! Seriously, does
Yeah.
anyone see this shit?
Well, they're kind of all his friends, so.
Yeah.
Ugh. Uh-oh. Ooh, that was close.
But
That was really close.
but
What?
animal
Animal
stimulant.
Oh, no! Oh, no! I love that sound.
Cause he's already a zombie.
He kind of is.
Here we go.
Jeez.
Yes!
Oh, the zoom.
I love it.
The way they just catapult out of the ground.
Yep.
It's actually very Evil Dead.
It really is, isn't it? The
Baby.
baby. Oh, although that is so not Evil Dead, where the baby just catapults out. I love how they just actually have a doll. I wonder if Peter Jackson still has that doll.
Oh, he better.
Dude, do you know how great that would be for like a Christmas, like a Halloween decoration? He should sell replicas.
He
like,
should.
Like, I would totally buy like a little Dead Alive plushie.
So I used a lot of the footage from this scene in the part of the Halloween video
Yeah.
that I paired with
Oh!
Time Warp? with Let's Do the Time Warp Again.
Yes.
Because this has got the party atmosphere.
Yes, it does. Oh, that rib cage, though.
So, yeah, I used
and
a
now
lot
all
of-
hell breaks loose.
I love this.
Ah,
that's good.
I love
Yes.
You came back at just the right time.
Oh, I know. Well, I missed out. I heard the baby catapulted, so I missed out on saying "Yeetus that fetus."
Yeetus that
Rip
fetus.
the heart out.
Oh. Yes. He gets a lot of cock shots in this movie, doesn't he?
Oh, man.
Justifiably.
Oh, no, totally. Like, he deserves every one of those. And then some.
And what did she do, just so that I know how he got injured?
Oh, shit. He just yeet right out.
He's just out of there.
Nope.
Jump out
Are you
with
ready
your
for-
cock out.
Oh, God.
Tiny
God.
scissors. Look how
And now-
quickly that happened.
Whoa!
Oh, yes! Oh, yes!
Sticks with it, though.
Because
Yeah,
apparently.
it's just the stub now. Oh, God.
Oh.
Fix the nose. I wonder if that was also Peter Jackson's hand.
It probably.
Just because again, I have a strong feeling that Peter Jackson's kind of like Sam Raimi is like one of those directors that just like, if I can abuse my actors physically on camera, I will do it.
Yeah.
If I can pay somebody to let me pick their nose,
Right.
that's how I know I'm in power.
Because I know.
Yes!
Yes.
Oh,
The
the
gnome!
garden gnome!
The gnome!
I forgot
he
about
have
the
a
garden gnome!
Oh my God! Now I understand the gnome stick from Turbo Kid.
Oh!
That might have been the reference.
That makes a lot of sense.
Because Turbo Kid is quite the gory movie itself, believe it or not. Oh no, no, this is not going to turn out well.
Oh no.
Oh!
It gets better though.
So these are the survived. Oh,
Oh,
gosh.
it's just his bow.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh my god!
This is so fucking extra.
I
Oh my
know,
god.
I love it.
This is amazing.
Right? Because yeah, you're seeing all this for the first time, isn't it?
I'm loving this.
This is
Just
beautiful.
something about the tone of the movie makes us all okay.
Oh, absolutely.
Where like I'll usually cringe during like a Saw or
Right.
gory things. Like
Yeah,
that,
no,
but
because it's so funny.
I
They
didn't
can get
believe
away
when
with
you
this.
said you could show it to like a 10 or
Right.
13-year-old.
But
This
like
one-
seriously, this is
It's
so
a parental
ridiculous.
choice, but
Yeah.
this would not give a kid nightmares.
No.
It'd just be like, oh god, why? Like,
It would
look
get
at
a kid
him.
kicked out of school if you tried to describe it. But
Well, yeah.
He's slipping in the blood.
massive amount of blood.
He just can't
That-
move.
It's like the
Right.
Bill theme should
That
be
is a
playing.
Chaplin gag right there.
That really is. I love
And
it.
he's using the body parts as stepping stones.
Oh my god. Oh my
Oh.
god.
This is
He's
so
back.
great. He's back
Right
at
there,
it.
Hoodlum.
Jesus
What the
Christ.
fuck?
There's so many of them. God, the way he flails his limbs is just so comedically perfect.
Oh,
I can't.
yeah.
I really wish I could articulate it. Oh, and then of course we have the little tribute to Halloween.
Yep.
Stab, 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 stab. Oh, thank God. Oh, Jesus Christ.
You don't even know the other person. That
Oh,
it's me
this
means
is so-
nothing.
Okay, this is actually one of my favorite bits. Like, as much as I hate this character, like his uncle,
It's pretty
he
badass.
no, he actually does have some seriously badass moments in this.
It's pretty badass.
Oh no! No! Oh no! Not again!
Torture zombie.
He doesn't
It can't
matter.
feel.
Because he's a bastard.
'Cause he's an asshole.
Well, that and I think also Peter Jackson just wanted to do that effect.
Oh, yeah.
To be honest, like just revel in like the gross and crazy and cringiness of it all.
No, Betty. That's what I named
Betty.
you.
Yeah, I can see her with Betty.
She's definitely a Betty.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Rita.
Fine, Rito. That'll be fine.
That works
But
too.
either way.
She's a Betty.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah.
Yes!
Oh!
Yes! Yes!
Such a good effect.
Oh my god.
Dude, can you imagine like all the leftover props from this movie being like
Oh!
Peter Jackson's Halloween
Oh!
decor?
I need just the perfect pumpkin to make that face.
Oh.
Yes! Yes!
So gross. Yeah, this goes way further than Return of the Dead.
Oh,
Return of the
yeah.
Living Dead ever did.
Yeah, no kidding. Like already, and we haven't even gotten to the really gooey stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yes! Oh my god! I'm Dave Beckham! Oh yes, I forgot about this.
You forgot about? How could you forget about this?
I'm almost mad that her like.
This is one of the
This.
best puppets in horror movie history.
Wait for it.
Flush.
Flush him down. No, well, then just trapping him. But remember, his whole like all of his guts
All
fell
his
out before he
God.
Oh, there's two halves. I'm almost mad the girl's like rugby playing boyfriend doesn't get a scene where he
just
hikes like.
he actually
But yeah,
uses
no,
his football.
This is the greatest
Yeah, like
puppet
the,
in horror movie history.
yeah, this. His guts.
Oh.
Are their own monster.
Oh,
his
is that
guts-
his asshole
No, that's
farting
his.
for a second?
Well,
That's
yeah,
his intestines.
Yeah, but I saw like a little.
Yes.
Oh,
was,
that was a fart.
Asshole.
that was a
That
fart.
was a fart.
That is one of the greatest puppets in horror movie history.
It's gaining sentience.
Aw, what a cute little asshole.
That's his heart.
Oh.
His
And-
heart is the head, and
Oh,
the
little
the
valves.
lungs are his like
Hands.
hand things. But I love the fact that his guts actually gain sentience, and they have quite a bit of a character arc,
They
surprisingly
do.
too.
They're fun.
I know,
They're
right?
like a neat little mascot boy.
What's in the trunk?
What's in the trunk? We're gonna get into some
It's
actual
Marcellus
plot.
Wallace's soul.
This
Oh, yeah,
movie
we're-
has story.
Yes, we're gonna stop. We're just gonna completely halt on the gooey gore fest, and just stop for a little bit of plot and character development. Because actually, I think that's really refreshing. You know, that like we've been pulled up by our heads so far
I
back.
love it.
I love the fact. No, Jack in the Box.
No, Rita Betty.
No. Kill the baby.
Yeet us that fear.
Yes!
Yes! Baby in a blender.
Baby in a
Baby in a
blender.
blender!
Baby in a blender.
Baby in a blender.
Yeah! It's just like,
Isn't that the way? You don't want to
just-
kill your child, and
Oh,
then they
shit.
vomit on your face.
oh, you little
Uh.
bastard.
Oh, back in the blender, baby. Back in the blender.
Back in the blender.
Oh. The baby gets punched so many times and right into the
back in his
crotch.
nuts.
Cock shot.
Oh, no.
You mutant.
I love it so much. Yeah!
Oh, man. Oh, boy.
It's so goofy. Hell no.
You tried to rape me. You die now.
Yeah, exactly.
I
No.
want Paquita Mate to make a conscious decision to go fuck you.
No.
Even if he wasn't bit.
No.
But
I
yeah.
know our main characters need to
Oh,
be
shit.
likable, but I don't care. I want to see somebody get screwed over by their actions at some point.
Well, to be fair, again, there's one of my favorite shots in this movie. It does involve him, so
Yes.
it will pay off, I assure
yeah.
you.
But it'd be a nice change of pace for somebody to just get left behind because they deserve it, not because the universe karma'd them.
Yeah.
Just to be like, no, you don't get to sit with us.
No. Anyway, back
Back to the story.
back to Lionel's little.
Like I said, this movie gets Freudian.
What the hell? Who was taking the pictures?
Who was taking the pictures?
Cause seriously, it's like, dude, they were ready to fuck. Oh no!
Plautus interruptus.
Yes. Oh, the machete. No! No!
Read the comics!
Oh no.
Come on, dude. Yes! Oh man, dude. Seriously, I really hope Peter Jackson kept all of his props just to bring him out every Halloween. 'Cause
Absolutely.
this would be an
I
amazing
would
horror
love to just
house.
buy a
This would
Mandy
be a
lamp. Can I
great
check on
spook
Etsy and
house.
see if there's a Mandy lamp out there?
Fuck yeah, dude. Like, just hang that in your kitchen to tear it to everyone. I
Oh.
love it.
Yeah, all
Gonna
the kids
get
in my neighborhood have grown up, so I think they'd appreciate it now.
Gonna get you.
Gonna
Oh, no, no,
get
not up the pants. No. Yeah, no, 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 no.
This is not my kind of hentai.
The cartoon sounds are so great. I'm so glad that they
Hey,
just like
he's a
went full
piñata.
cartoon with this.
Oh, he is a party pinata for zombies.
Oh, I love that. Like the coil, they actually had to
Oh,
coil
yeah.
it down.
Yeah.
Okay, this is my
great.
favorite bit. That is one of my favorite shots in the whole movie. Just him hacking.
Hacking away.
Get me down, please. No.
Oh, it's pulling her
Oh,
up by the
he's
horn.
reeling him in.
Oh
So
no!
good.
Why are you taking it from all your friends? Sharing is caring in Teston, man.
Oh, this is so good.
That's a beautiful shot. That
The
shot's just
bodies.
beautiful. They're all
The
twitching.
twitching.
Gnome guy!
Gnome! The goddamn gnome.
I'm gonna die. This is great.
This is beautiful.
I'm glad I came out tonight, you guys. This is amazing.
Oh, no!
Boom!
Oh!
Just like that girl chewed through her own intestine.
You know what's really crazy?
He is
Is
enjoying
that a
this
meat
way
grinder?
too
Oh my
much.
god, the Acme meat grinder. Like, just when you thought they couldn't get more
Oh.
cartoony.
Oh!
Again!
Oh.
So many cock shots. I love it.
He must not have balls anymore.
Oh, he's definitely infertile at the very least.
Kill him! Kill that little baby! Get the baby!
Just
up the
push
baby.
his Lionel out of the way.
But what about the sausages?
Oh my god.
The
Oh, no,
Halloween
not in the
house
basement.
lighting, too.
Not in the basement.
Because you know who hasn't shown up again yet?
Mommy dearest?
Mommy
Yeah.
dearest.
And, yeah, she's not gonna disappoint when she comes back out of that hole.
Oh, yes.
Like, holy shit.
God.
But you know, it's another really great thing that I noticed about this movie,
What?
especially when the lawnmower comes into play. We've said before that this is one of the goriest films ever made. It's amazing that I can't think of one shot in this entire movie where,
Fake
Ah,
teeth.
the dentures.
Oh!
Safe.
but I can't think of one shot in this entire movie where blood gets all over the camera lens. Which
Oh
is
my god, you're right!
which is kind of shocking.
Oh yeah, it's Mother.
What?
Oh.
She grew?
Oh.
Animal stimulant.
Oh.
If he wasn't infertile before.
Yeah, you wanted him to get like.
I wanted his dick to be eaten off.
Oh!
Holy shit! She's a cockroach thing.
You have no idea. You're
I
about.
wanna, there's gonna be a reveal.
Oh,
later.
there will be. I
Oh.
assure you. But before we get to that reveal, we have probably the most famous scene.
And the
In the
best
entire-
line in the entire movie. I know I've said that probably 5 times by now.
Yes, here it is. Yes.
For this scene in my Halloween video, I used the song Zombie Dance.
Yes. And here's where it comes, the most gooey part.
Oh,
Yes. But yeah, dude, with all this gore and gooiness,
Yeah, no
It's
blood's getting on the camera, you're
it's
right.
amazing
It's
that,
ridiculous.
that no blood gets on the camera. Because look at this
Oh,
shit.
man.
Look at this. I think they actually had the Guinness World Record for the most amount of blood used in the movie. I think they had like 300 gallons of blood just for this scene too. Because
And there's
was-
even more later on, too.
yeah, because I think for the lawnmower, like they were literally pumping
Blood up through it. And
Yeah,
shooting
like-
it out.
at a pressure of like 30 gallons per second or something like that. It's nuts.
Man.
Yes.
Yes.
The blender was going to be used.
Oh, I love that effect. Sorry, Mom.
Got that perfectly timed.
Oh, look at this.
Yes!
I will never make fun of my girlfriend for being afraid of lawnmowers.
Oh my god,
Absolutely
really?
verified.
Just like.
It's just normal footage of me attempting to use a food processor. How do you think I make my red curry paste? Just awkwardly jamming lemongrass in there, like
Oh my god.
Is it as gooey as this, though?
This is beautiful.
it's as messy as this. I can't properly use a food processor.
Oh my god.
Oh man. This is just beautiful.
This is how you spend Halloween, folks. Like, just covered in just
Goo.
massive and fake
Oh,
blood.
Man.
Like, look how much they're just reveling in it. Oh, no!
Don't pull her into the blender.
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
Now you know what
The
Mother did to
spine,
him.
Like, dude, this actually makes the original The Thing look tame.
I know, right?
And I've always called The Thing as like the perfect barf bag movie. You know? This, however, I think
Spits in his face.
Yes.
Swings him over her head, and boom.
Oh,
Yes.
He gets it so
I love
hard.
this.
Yes, I love that.
They'll
That
cut
is-
to the wide shot where he's
I
just
know.
slipping
This
and
shot.
tripping in blood. And there's bits of body everywhere. Oh my god.
God.
I love that cutaway. Like just the
beautiful.
wide shot of just the decimation of everything. Yes.
He's using
Back
his
for
own
round
legs
3.
as crutches.
Oh.
Round 3, bitches. I hate those pull strings.
Oh, I know.
I know.
I had one of those growing up, and I could never get
Oh,
that thing to
same
run either.
here.
And the older they get, the worse.
But it
Come
comes
on.
through at
Oh
the right
god.
time.
Come on, one more
Come
pull.
on.
You can do it.
Maybe the gas is out.
Oh, I love this.
Use
He gets the
another guy's
fake
hand.
arm to get to it.
Spin me right round.
Spin me right round,
baby,
right round, right
like a
round.
record, baby, right round.
Oh.
Oh.
And he's just getting like organic matter and like sawdust.
Do they just build like little holes that the actors go into?
They must
I'm
have.
pretty sure that they do.
It was intestines boys back.
Oh yes, Rita, are you still alive? Oh shit! No.
Got something in her throat.
Oh, I
Is
love
it the
this.
zombie baby?
Wait for it.
It's inside her.
Oh God! Oh, I love that.
Oh, what a puppet.
And oh, jeez, it catches fire. Burn the baby.
Yes.
Yes.
Boom.
Just lights them up.
No, yeah.
Oh.
Not worried about herself either. Just
I love this puppet so much.
It's got so much personality for just being organs.
Oh, you bastard. He punches it in the face.
and it's
Also,
just
great,
nice.
great, like iconic shot.
Yeah.
She puts it on him, kisses him on the cheek.
And with the
Iconic.
line, with the line of
The
goo.
goo coming off of their kiss.
And I also love how that thing just prays for mercy before getting dead.
And also another iconic shot.
Yes.
Iconic. I need more couples kissing and hugging in baths of gore.
Yeah. Where's Mum?
Here it
Oh.
comes.
Oh,
Speak
God.
of the bloody devil. If you believe it's her. Oh, this reveal is so good.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, Mom.
Oh.
So
The big titties.
good.
The big fat ugly mom tits.
I can't.
God, even the
I
long
want to
fingernails
nurse you
and
at my big zombie breasts.
the giant zombie
Drink
butt.
my pussy milk. Drink my
Ugh.
custard.
The custard.
I'm gross. This movie's making me gross.
I know, right?
Oh man.
And I also love how the hairs are just kind of laying back, and she's got like a dog's like skull now.
Oh yeah.
God, these guys had so much fun with their designs.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of imagination.
Oh, geez, got to get to the roof because that's where this final climax has to be.
Oh, always.
Yep. And of course, and as you can see, this, if you can believe where their budget went.
Yeah. Well, they had some left over clearly for the baby scene, right?
Yeah. Which is
Amazing,
kind of
right?
Yeah, which really is kind of amazing that they didn't completely blow it on this or even go over budget.
Yeah.
No, this movie went under budget, which is awesome. So yeah, you stand up to your mom. Oh dear. Would you believe?
That she killed him?
Yep.
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 Yeah.
I mean, it's not that big of a twist, but it doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
Because you would believe his mom, would, like, as dastardly as she is, she would do something like that
Oh yeah.
And he was there.
to watch. And it's been repressed for so long.
Like I said,
That's why the oppression card was in there.
gets Freudian. But we're not done with the Freudianness yet.
Just yet. Yeah, we're going to have just a little bit further.
Right? There's a giant naked mother monster out there. We're not done with the Freudianness, obviously.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, God. I also love her, like, gross, long fingernails, too.
Yes.
Alien reference.
Oh, right back into the womb. Okay.
Like I said,
Yes.
this
Yeah.
gets Freudian.
Oh man.
Like I said, this movie is so plus. Like, it doesn't need to be so plus, but it does anyway.
Oh man.
Oh, and I love how the face is just constantly melting. Ugh. And of course, the final bit is to get rid of...
Any other.
Oh!
Oh, gross.
Right? Just how it's all falling apart.
Oh.
But of course, he uses the necklace to fight his way out.
Cut his way out of her uterus.
Yes.
It's quite literally his rebirth.
Oh.
Look at all that
man.
blood.
Dude.
Bruce Campbell didn't have it this bad.
Hey, isn't that...
Oh.
You know, we could argue that's just her every month, but
Ooh.
She's too old for that now.
yeah, I
Now
was
that
about
fire,
to say.
the hot flashes would be more like.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, and he's emerging from her gore.
Oh.
There's the afterbirth.
Yep.
The centotime.
Dude, and you thought Neo's was crazy, right?
Oh yeah.
This just takes it up to 15.
Oh.
Yay!
Bathe before you kiss you.
No, there's no time here.
There's
No,
no
there's
time.
no
And
time.
finally, the
That's
cops
how
show
you
up.
get infected. That is, if we have a zombie apocalypse, that's how people are gonna go. Is they
Yeah.
all think it's bite only, and then some
Yeah.
fucker's not gonna wash his hands.
Or his mouth.
Yeah.
Still
Kill-
alive.
Come on, kill the baby already.
Words not often said in the middle of a movie.
Kill the baby.
Kill the baby. Kill the baby.
But yeah, I also really love like the old 1950s kind of look to the fire trucks too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Adds to it all. Keys. Oh, is he gonna throw it out?
Yeah.
Yep.
No. But he does
Bye.
anyway.
Shower first though, guys.
Yeah, you're not in the middle of the battle anymore.
Yeah. Shower, please.
This is how you get herpes.
At least, but to be fair, like
They're a cute couple.
yeah, in their defense, they're really cute.
And they hold hands.
Oh.
So that was...
That was
amazing.
that was a thing.
That was
you
fucking
guys.
amazing. I love that.
But
It's quite the movie.
yes,
Oh,
it
yeah.
is. So,
And it's just good fun.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah.
that's
yeah.
the thing about this. Is
It's gory as hell, but it is.
Undertaker's assistant.
yep, Peter
Hey,
Jackson.
Definitely something that if you had a friend who
Hey,
was
Fran
like,
Walsh.
Yes, that's right.
oh, I'm not too into something dark right now, and you could, no, this is just pure good fun.
No,
Just
see,
pure
this is
fun.
exactly why I wanted this to be our Halloween special
Yeah.
because I've been really keen to say about this month on Comtrack for Spooktober. I really wanted to laugh while I scream,
Yes.
just to have that kind of fun. And I figured, if I'm really gonna go out in a bang, I really need to do something crazy and outlandish and different and fun and stupid. And this just seemed to fit the bill so freaking well.
Oh yeah.
So, and to this day, it's still just one of the most fun, over-the-top things I've
You
ever had to
just get
watch.
shocked by everything they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm just laughing the whole time because I can't believe that someone's doing this.
I know, right?
Punching an arm through a woman's mouth to rip another woman's head off, and then
He did the stop motion animation himself.
Oh, no kidding.
Awesome.
Actually, that makes
And he worked on miniatures too, but that's not surprising.
Yeah, that the stop motion animation actually makes sense because I know when he was doing recreations for King Kong,
Right.
he was actually using the same techniques, and I believe he even got his hands on the original model.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he was actually doing stop motion animation for a couple of months with some of the original King Kong stuff for like test footage and for previs stuff for his Kong. So it actually kind of does make sense that he would be doing the stop motion stuff himself. I actually would have been kind of shocked if he wasn't. But of course, Richard Taylor was working with him as well because Richard Taylor is just a gearhead genius in New Zealand. But yeah, man, this movie's so much fun.
It is so much fun.
So I want to hear what your full impression, Hannah, because
Gotta hear it.
as you know, this is your very first time.
Oh, I loved it. I loved it. I thought it was going to be kind of like nauseous and dark, but no, it is just a pure joy.
Yeah.
I am going to show this to my sister when she comes home for the holidays, because her and her asylum films and So Bad It's Good movies can just suck it in comparison.
I know, right?
Movies that intend to be.
I mean, the thing about the asylum films is they're not even like good cheesy bad movies.
No,
Yeah.
no, they just try to pump them out as fast
Right.
as they can.
Yeah.
This
and,
one,
and then sell them under irony. But
this
if you're looking for something, the joy of those films are kind of to be shocked and to look at something so outrageous you can't believe somebody's putting this on film. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Right.
This is stupid, but it's amazing.
the craft
way
in
beyond.
the stupidity is
Oh,
amazing.
Gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the real great thing about it is that it knows what it is.
It knows exactly what it is. It's not like, and you watch these slashers that are supposed to be scary, but maybe you might just be like, oh yeah, for the gore, where this one fully gives you permission and the perfect tone to just be like, oh yeah, test.
So
And that commitment to the craft, despite the stupidity of the concept, is precisely what made Lord of the Rings work.
yeah,
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Because there's no way that movie would have worked. And then
No.
they were like, we're just going to do it.
Oh yeah, and that's what I think happens
it's
with a lot
the
of
odd-
old fantasy films is
Right.
they look cheap. Where they went, no, everything needs to look believable.
Yeah.
You know,
it's the audacity
Yeah.
in their filmmaking is what
Yeah.
made both of those movies work.
Right.
oh yeah, and to say we're going to do this concept, this ridiculous, over the top
Right.
concept, but we're gonna do it well.
Like, we're going to have a
Yes.
bunch of ghosts, like, the green wave over this giant fantasy battle, and we're going to make it work.
Yeah, it's because Peter Jackson really has the audacity
Yeah.
of that kind of thing.
Oh,
He's got the what's the word that I'm looking for? The tenacity.
Tenacity. is
to
great.
do-
fully commit to something,
Yes.
and we fully commit to it. No, this is amazing. I'm so glad. I think the one scene that really grossed me out is the beginning where she's just starting to rot.
Right.
That one, I would say, save
I
your popcorn for right after that scene
No,
gets
you know,
done.
See-
Once the custard's gone,
Once
you're
the
good.
custard's gone.
See, no,
Because I was about to talk about when I worked in like wound care, and I
Oh,
had
God.
we filed medical records at my very first job, and I was excited to work for wound care because I thought I was going to get stabbings, but it was just abscesses on bedridden old
Ugh.
ladies, and they do it well. That is a very realistic abscess. I did not want to see that. I did not want to see that in
Yeah.
someone's custard.
Yeah.
you know what you should do when you do show this to other people, Hannah? Though you should have them eat while they're doing this, or better yet, you eat while they're watching.
Yes, you eat while they're
I will just bring out a huge bowl of like panna cotta.
And also like a giant like a meat chicken bone.
I'm getting panna cotta with those edible little silver pearls,
Yes.
and that will be my dessert.
And one giant chicken leg for like the like the really meaty bony bits.
Yeah. No, the
Yeah.
last like sequence.
Absolutely. Like it,
Just pull it ahead of time, like tear it ahead of time.
Yeah.
So it's just like
or better yet, like get
Sit there and gnaw on it.
Because I know a really
just
great
get a
Gnaw
really
on
good
it.
chili served in a lawn.
See, I was thinking also.
Oh my god, that would make a great themed party.
Yes, it would.
Big old vat of chili and this stylized lawnmower.
Oh
Yes.
my god! Actually, that would be. Oh, I'm thinking about it. I gotta
What's
write.
the side? Because we've got our dessert and our main course. But what's our appetizer and or
Some
side?
kind of pasta.
Some kind of pasta.
Maybe
kind of
some
pasta.
like candied ears or something like that.
Ooh, yeah.
That'd be
yeah.
fun. Yeah, this is a great movie to just chow down.
So
but
should we throw that party? I know we're recording ahead of time, but on Halloween, do you want me? Bring
Maybe
some
not this-
panna cotta and chili and a teeny
maybe
tiny lawnmower.
maybe not this Halloween, but next I'm totally down.
I'm gonna
Oh,
go find
man,
a
yeah.
plastic lawnmower from Goodwill. I'm
Yes.
gonna find like a little children's lawnmower and
Yes.
Cut it apart and.
Yes.
That sounds
I will
great.
think of an appetizer.
But you know what you should another great thing to eat while watching this is casserole. The gooier the better, because actually that's a legit sound effect that they use for Foley.
What if you made a soup, but you left it in the blender and you served it out in the food process?
Not bad. Not bad. I mean, as long as it's red, really.
Yeah.
As long as
it's
it's
gonna be
red.
a one color. The plating's not gonna get very
Well,
high ratings.
Yeah.
but-
Well, I mean, you can toss in some beige and some pinks and stuff
Oh, yeah.
for the pus, and of course some green. You gotta have some green somewhere. in
Yep.
there.
Oh yeah.
Just eat with your mouth open when you show this to people. Just- it's
this is
so
great.
so nasty.
This is just pure fun.
Oh yeah, it's
This is
just
just-
oh god.
I'm glad you had enjoyed this as
I
much.
loved it.
I'm so glad you enjoyed
I
it.
loved it.
Because, it's like, I remember when Mike showed me this, I'm like, this is the fucking greatest
And
thing
I'm-
I've ever seen.
It is the greatest.
I'm glad you guys got to see my reaction instead of
Oh,
me
yeah.
pre-screening it.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's actually a lot of fun,
Yeah.
especially now we can actually kind of hear things now, which is really
Oh
nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good setup.
So this has been a really fun Halloween. I hope everyone out there listening is having a great spooky Halloween, and hopefully you guys didn't barf completely while you were watching this, because it's so
God.
much fun. All right, so we're going to be taking a bit of a break here at Comtrack, but we're going to come back in November for a very special film that I know Hannah's very excited to do, Blade Runner.
I reread the book. I reread like 5 Philip K. Dick novels to just
Yeah.
talk about.
You know, I had an interesting experience when I read Do Androids Dream.
Yeah.
It was like walking into a room where all the furniture you recognized, but it was in a completely different place.
Yes.
I think that's the best way to describe the experience of knowing the movie and then going to the novella.
Oh yeah.
Fascinating.
It's always interesting to. I like reading books after I've seen the movie. I know that's a very unpopular opinion, but I think movies almost display like the core plots better, and then the
Right.
books are great to like further explore the
Yeah, it
themes.
widens
They're
it.
more. Sometimes I lie awake at night and wonder if like the CGI technology would have ever been able to do that spider scene though.
What was spider scene?
The spider scene in Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep?
Oh,
Chris and the spider?
I barely remember it, honestly.
Oh my god, no? Where she
Honestly, the
she
mood
finds
organ
a
is
little
what.
spider and she starts cutting off its legs to see
Oh
if it can
right,
run.
I remember now.
And
Yeah.
then it won't run, and so she sets it on fire, and that's when, you know, you're sitting there asking the questions like, is it bad that we're murdering people? Are they just
Right.
like us? And then we're like, no.
Don't get
No.
ahead of your, don't get ahead of yourself now.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got a whole nother podcast.
Yeah,
for
you
this.
gotta wait on that one.
Yeah,
Alright.
because
Okay.
next month
Ah,
is the year November 2019.
Yes.
Yep.
So this will be the year of Blade Runner. Finally has come. So that'll be next
Yes.
episode.
So
I'm
everyone,
not-
get out all your sunglasses and your fluorescent what are they called?
and bring on the
Umbrellas.
sex bots.
Yeah.
Where are the sex bots?
Japan, Tim. They're
the-
in Japan.
The much more realistic ones without the uncanny valley.
No.
Yeah,
Not
that's
yet.
what I was about to
Not
say.
yet.
You know, if we stopped investing our technology in defense funds, we could have better fuck bots by now, but no.
Probably.
Make love, not war, tech companies.
But yeah, Blade Runner is going to be our next episode. So I hope you all have had an amazing, gore-tastic Halloween. This has been Comtrack. I've been Tim,
I've been Hannah.
And I've been Michael.
and this has been Comtrack, where you'll never have to watch a movie alone again. Peace.
Peace.